Yeah!
This is not back talk.
Staying alive. Is that where you're going?
Oh, you were doing Bruno Mars.
It went Bruno Mars.
I went Staying Alive. I went Travolta.
Welcome to Crowdsurfing. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Camilla Cyborg.
I'm Z Garcia.
Folks, you came at a good day. Sometimes we have a lot of trash projects.
Yeah.
We still do today, but
Yes.
we also have a lot of
Spoiler.
fantastic projects.
Oh, it's so
I think.
good.
Fantastic, really?
Sword cats. And like
Oh, jeez.
a dog that shows up in 2 different projects. It's great. And there's games of like
There's
dice.
some good projects. I will stand.
There's some decent
There's some
ones.
stuff
there's
in
some
there.
good
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Excellent
on.
projects.
Backing at least 2.
No, you're not.
You don't know.
You're lying.
You don't know. Maybe I back things.
You don't even back us. Well, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, we're back.
Good luck.
Anyway, okay, folks, welcome to Crowdsurfing, where we talk about projects ending in the next 10 days or so on various platforms. That's my new thing. One of those platforms, though, is BackerKit. BackerKit sponsors Crowdsurfing, and we take a look at a project on there each week. Here's this week's. Okay, folks, so Daybreak, you might say, hey, I've heard about Daybreak already. Well, the Daybreak project has already ended, but right now, the pre-order page, the late pledges are open. So if you missed it, here's your chance to jump on board. What is Daybreak? A cooperative board game about stopping climate change. And of course, here's the kicker, from the creator of Pandemic. Matt Leacock, of course, best known for Pandemic. This is, and they say here, the most successful cooperative game in history. This is another cooperative game from CMYK. You might know them. They did a great party game called Wavelength. A lot of good quotes here on it, but you can see the game here. This is another game, and it comes with a 1-game board with a die-cut thermometer, 4-player boards, double-layer slots. So this is your chance. If you miss it the first time around, we're going to be telling you about some of these projects as we go through the show so that you're like, oh, I wanted to get this. Here's an overview from the designer. That's Matt Leacock himself. So this is something to check out. Open right now. So this is like a second chance for you. Go check it out. That is Daybreak. All right, folks, we're going to start here by taking a look at swords. Cut the deck. Ooh, see, that's what's called a non-written joke.
Joey would have written that.
He's currently checking
your
his
phone.
palm.
You have something in there?
I don't have that, no.
Not that one, but you have other jokes.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
This project is doing very well for a first-time project. So maybe someone in chat can tell me, is this... I think the game is... I'm not saying the game is bad or anything, but it feels like there is with 2,500 backers for a first-time thing. I'm guessing there's another comic. It is
a web
There
comic.
it is.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that shoe to drop.
Oh, it says right here, swords. I never read
you're
this
a moron.
webcomic,
It's right
though.
there.
You're right, sorry.
Right.
This game looks...
Cyanide
Like
Happiness.
See, I've heard of that. I've heard of Cyanide Happiness. I've heard of Saturday Morning
Fans of
Breakfast
the
Cereal,
webcomic.
and I've heard of
Yes.
Letterbox Comics. I've not heard of swords, though.
Right. Same artist as Cyanide Happiness and all that, or is it?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Well, these are different artists. I actually don't like this picture because that art is all different, which drives you nuts, I know.
It's also all bad somehow.
Okay.
All bad.
So we're starting there.
Oh, I
huh?
hate that
Wow.
one with the polka dots.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That kind of stands
Again, this
out.
looks like a... Gosh.
A Munchkiness game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that artwork.
Yeah.
I like that artwork. Like, if I see a webcomic
Yeah, right
with
here.
that style, I'm like, cool, I read it. You know, it takes me 30 seconds and I check it out. If I see a card game where all the cards have that artwork, I immediately go, I bet this game sucks. I don't know what it is. What's got me conditioned to assume that? Maybe it's the fact that so far they've all sucked.
That probably is a dead giveaway. Is it the artwork or clever text or quote unquote?
It's a funny, like,
Yeah, I know.
This game is like a delivery system for some jokes.
Right.
more than it is a game. And again, maybe not. Maybe this will be the one that I'm like, I'm an idiot. This is my new favorite game. It's amazing.
I feel like
I don't think you're going to go that way.
Yeah, I feel like as far as the gameplay, it was a little too like just war-ish to me. You know,
Yeah.
you pick your sword and then it's just like, haha, reveal. No, I got you. No, you got me. A little bit too much like war, but again, seems very much for if you're a fan of the webcomic, this is for you.
Which is
not
cool.
really the gameplay. You
And
know?
a lot of people seem to be fans of the webcomic. It's making bank. El Banco.
Oh, nice Spanish.
Thank you.
Would you
Just keep studying though.
Oh, see how much I was making.
216.
Okay.
The 216, I'm more impressed by the 2,500 backers. That's a lot of backers.
That's a
is.
lot of
Yeah.
cases.
It looks a little Munchkin-esque, where there's like almost like a rock paper scissors combat back and forth
Yeah.
with a lot of humor and take that in it. So who knows?
Probably a lot
It's
of
a
shout outs.
take-thatty kind of game.
Take Daddy.
All right, I'm very conflicted about this next project because on one hand, I love Project L.
On the other
it's
hand,
great. On the other
video?
hand, did anyone else watch the video?
No.
First of all, the best part
I don't
is.
believe in videos.
Oh, yeah. The first, I hate the AI guy.
No.
Oh, is this the AI video?
Yes, did you not see
Oh
this?
my gosh, this video was so
But it shows
hard
Geek
to watch.
Gatherings, and it shows Dice Tower. You see that?
No, they
Right,
actually
in other
asked
words.
if they could use our picture in it.
But for Geek Gatherings, that
At least
exact
it's
word.
not Uncanny Valley-esque.
That's
Geek
such a-
Gatherings right there.
Isn't this weird? Like, what's the point of
His
this?
mouth is
I bet it's
freaking me
cheaper,
out.
right?
This is. I don't know.
he's
this
not
is,
doing-
This
that's
was even
also
worse.
fake.
This was even
Oh yeah,
worse.
that one was very.
Oh,
yeah,
it
the whole
disturbs
thing.
me.
And I think that
And then he's mixed with real people.
right.
Wait, were those
Some
real
of those
people?
are real. I don't know.
I don't
Mark
think-
Street is
Oh, yeah,
AI.
Oh, this
there's
was
another
the one that
AI.
bothered. Yeah, that one. The like staring to you at the depths of your soul.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she
Okay.
made
It's,
me
just, it's a weird
uncomfortable.
thing. Now, that being
Very
said,
uncomfortable. Okay.
I love this game. I think it's a fantastic
I
game.
haven't played. It looks good though. I
I haven't played the game.
Wait, am I the only person here who's played it?
Roy.
I've played it, I think. I'm okay with it.
This is a great, introductory game if people haven't played games because essentially you have a few action in turn. You take a piece, or you upgrade a piece to the next size, or you put pieces in these little puzzle pieces that you
Yeah,
take.
the cards, the quality of
I
the
mean, you
components
can-
and the material is amazing.
You can describe how to play the game in just that little
Right.
animation.
Yeah, like
that's
you know
pretty
how to play
impressive
already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think this looks good. I haven't played the base game, so I did wonder, like, is this expansion, does it take, like, it's part of the game, and the beauty of the game is the simplicity, and does it really
Right.
need a little bit more complexity? And I don't know that because I haven't played the base game, but that was my one takeaway, having not played it, is like, oh, is this the more depth that nobody asked for?
Yeah.
Or is this the one that, oh, cool, it opens up a whole new part of the game? And I didn't know the answer.
I think it's okay. It's kind of pushing you to. It's kind of giving you directions instead of just saying build whatever piece you want.
Interesting.
Here it's saying
Okay.
get some credits if you build these specific pieces. This Ghost Piece expansion already existed. This was with the original one.
Oh, interesting.
The Phoenix expansion, I don't know if that one existed already. It just 6-player games. But again, I think very highly of this game. I think a lot of people. There's 4,000 returning backers, but this is also a good way to jump on.
Is part of this for a reprint as well, or is this widely available already?
I don't think it's widely available.
Okay.
I also think, and I want to keep emphasizing I like this game a lot. I think the packaging for this game is not great because when you walk through a store and see this, you walk right
No,
by it.
yeah.
100%.
In fact, it doesn't get played as often in our library
Right.
because it's just a black box with an L on the side of it.
Yeah.
And unless you know what you're looking for,
Yeah.
it doesn't make you pull it and look at it.
Sure.
No, I
I'd
agree.
rather have that guy on the cover. You know the one. The cameraman. The reporter guy. Does the L stand for
guy.
lifelike, you think?
Anyway, I'm super glad this exists. I think it looks great. So we'll see.
This
like
is
it.
cool. I mean, yes, absolutely. It's a big hit.
Everything we do wrong today is Z's fault. I just threw him under the bus.
I get it. That's how you
Whoa.
yep. That's yep.
This video is good though. This guy has an axe to grind. Did you watch it?
I did not
He's
watch
like-
this either.
Really
Oh, he's
is.
like-
I
It's
normally
about-
I'm like super all over the videos. I was not compelled.
Oh, he's like, do you like office politics? You've been fired, and he keeps.
I have.
He goes and he
Like,
goes,
says,
yeah,
like,
I
he
had to start
doesn't.
my job. He starts naming names. He goes, you listening,
Definitely.
Steve?
It's like an expose of this thing.
It's like this guy.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but I want to fun just because this guy's angry.
Can I get
Right.
props to this font title? I like how that looks a lot.
Thrown
do
under
too.
the bus.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
The art is fine. And again, I feel like, is this a take that game?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's
Absolutely.
unfortunate.
It is.
Because I think the theme of office politics and throwing people on a bus could be a funny one, unless it's actually happening to you at that point in time.
No, yeah, that.
I wonder if the guy who threw him under the bus is pictured in the game.
Oh, 100.
Oh, you know he
absolutely.
is. Parodied
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
game.
Of course.
I actually think it was
There's a Dice Tower
it was
quote
actually
here
a
too
woman,
that's actually
wasn't
really
it,
good
if I'm not
too.
mistaken.
that
Go
threw him
ahead.
under the bus
Yeah.
in his little
If
video.
I'm not
Well, he says
mistaken,
if we back this game, he doesn't have to go back to the office.
Yeah, that,
I love
oh, no,
the
he lets
honesty.
you know. He does. He's like, yeah, why back so I don't have to have an office job?
It's great.
He flat out says
He's
it.
going to go
It's-
throw this game and I
It's
quit.
fantastic, yeah.
I'm gonna.
There
Yeah.
you
So
go,
he does make a big
Steve.
point to say he makes a wants to make it clear that why would you want to do this if you work all the time, you deal with these office politics, why would you want to have them in a game? And he says it's a way to like act out the frustration, kind of thing. And I'm like, all right, well that makes me think it's gonna be super take that then, like
Oh,
aha
100%.
ha, and I'm like ugh. So I don't necessarily. I think these management kind of games I really like, but one like this that's just by stepping on other people, the take thatty, if you will.
This is
Hate that.
this is Munchkin in the boardroom.
I'm not
think
sure I've
so.
You
ever.
don't like that idea, right?
I do not like that idea at all.
I'm not sure I've ever seen this pledge level before. A $200 get a used demo copy of the game.
He signs it, I'm guessing, limited to 2 because only 2 existed.
And even some different cards from the final production. Yeah, the ones that
It has a
didn't
fully
rework
punched
for
demo with
balance.
misspellings, flaws, silhouettes, a set of portraits. Yeah, $200. Take my
What?
money.
But see, most of my Kickstarters, you get the actual game with
this guy
misspellings.
so was
and
this
things
guy
like
in
that.
marketing?
That's
like
I mean, those are worth a lot more.
special edition.
He was definitely, yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who was in marketing. It's fun. I don't mind the special limited edition for something that is already famous. Like, hey, this is a handwritten note from some famous person. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's non-finalized, the smudges, great, but they're famous.
Right. Or this is my
It's just
journal with
you're just
sketches.
now releasing the game, and your prototype has value already.
I want to see the napkin.
Hold it back.
The napkin that he thought of this at the restaurant. with.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
With his little ketchup stain. Right.
And blood that he dabbed from when Steve hit him.
Ideally. Ideally.
Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Drums of War.
That font,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, I already
I'm sorry. The Rums of War.
Gloomhaven
Okay, that's
called. They won their font back. This looks like a board game on Kickstarter.
I love it.
I do not
Orc
remember
can never
looking
be
at this
bothered
one.
to
It
turn
is
around.
that forgettable.
I do
In
not
every
remember
photo.
this one at all.
It's a card game. That's all I got. It's a card game, man. Like,
I
This
looked at
really
these
looks like
thoroughly
a
this week.
two-player tactical card game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the art is not particularly great.
do you like
Unique.
this better or that previous cartoony webcomic, the hot dog is a sandwich looking stuff?
I think I would rather have that one.
Hot
Me
dog
too.
is a sandwich.
Yeah.
Because this
Look
is
at that.
generic fantasy. It's humans versus orcs, and the orcs.
I mean, they've been juicing.
Oh yeah.
Those orcs are like that. Like that guy, the
They're-
poses. They look like they should be on a banner in Vegas,
They are.
right? Like there's that guy definitely looking over his shoulder, showing you the goods.
Orc review.
I'm telling you.
They want your ring and creatine. Those two things. That's like oh.
All right, that's a cool cover. I like that.
It
piece
might
of
be a
artwork.
good game. That's being hidden under this graphic design art, so I'm holding out hope
dark.
that that's it.
And we can't even say it's the first time created. So like, oh, this is kind of what this is for. This little passion project. This is seventh, or I guess
What have they
eighth created.
done?
So I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
good point.
I
What
think they
else
count this one,
have
so
they
7.
done?
So 7, okay.
Here we go. Nexum Galaxy.
Yo hey,
Yo, hey.
Yo.
Yo, hey
Okay.
again.
The Waylander.
Waylanders.
Oh, Skull Tales
Full sail.
and
Ratland.
Ratland. Cheese in different colors. Yeah, this was a fine game actually.
You liked it?
I've obviously played it many times.
Looks like a different style of artwork.
Yeah, I
Very
like this
different.
one fine.
Yeah, the new one I just find a little too generic looking. There's a lot of battling card games.
It's really dark.
The card frames and the sort of general setting and look don't elicit excitement from me. I find that
No, I agree.
I don't know if I would call it uninspired, but basically,
But I think that says a lot because like one of these type of games has to have something different in order to pull me in because it's not my style of game. This is your style game, 2-card battle games.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
and so for you to say like, hey, even then nothing's pulling me in, I think says quite a bit because it is up your alley.
Yeah, it just looks like the same. I feel like I've seen this game before. That's not a good feeling.
What was the price on like $20 or something? It wasn't
$20,
that high.
I'm all in.
Maybe not.
19? Wait, it was on the thumbnail.
21. That's pretty good, actually.
That's not bad. Again, I'm not
okay.
faulting anything, but the look I feel is it falls through the cracks. It looks like many other things.
Yeah.
Also,
Nothing
that
grabs.
font is straight up the font from Gloomhaven. And again, I know it's a public font, but don't use
right, well,
anything
this-
that
Yeah, don't
Gloomhaven
use a
did.
famous one.
Yeah.
This next thing is fairly unique, and that's the unidice.
Yeah.
Unidice.
I think this actually looks cool. I'm afraid of it because it's tech.
That's a
You're
thing.
afraid of it?
Have we ever seen anything
Fear
like
the
this?
dice.
Yeah,
Because
when
we
it comes to
had,
tech on Kickstarter, yes, I am.
well, we had that one, the dice, the electronic dice come through where the games and you have the app that reads the dice and that kind of stuff. And it's just
that
like,
sucks.
right, and this kind of reminds me of that. It's just like the tech is just, you need to see it in person. I need to see the types of games it goes with. I understand you can program the different sides, and so you can maybe customize it for something you already have, but it just really seems like this is the thing that you need to see in person. I need to see the games you've developed specifically for this technology and
That's what
see
intrigued me.
how it works. On
It
Kickstarter,
still
this
looks
is
cool,
terrifying.
though. I want to back it.
Oh
See
my
the price
gosh.
of it? It's like 100, 120.
I don't want to back it anymore.
Yeah,
How
I
much
know.
is it? How much was it?
It's like 100, 120 or
Oh,
something.
my-
One die?
One die.
Mike just said, is he kidding? He says Knizia has a game on this platform. Is he kidding?
Knizia has a
No,
game.
it's right there. We just passed by it.
Oh, did we really?
Knizia has a game on every platform. That's not a
that's the-
reasonable
Right there,
thing.
Caesar by Knizia, right there. I love how all the other ones. Go up one. Who designed Dice Poker? Go up one. Who designed Unidiced Fantasies? Go up one. Who designed Cyber Run? I see how it is.
No one
Knizia.
can tell.
Everybody else, whatever. We don't care who designed them, and many more.
Doesn't matter.
None by Knizia.
Many
Yeah.
more.
I still think it's cool. That just doesn't. That doesn't look like $119 worth of tech.
No, it does not.
Right.
It's a cool looking thing. I'd love to see one and mess with it. It's also a giant.
That's a big
man.
die. Once you
But
see the
that's cool
hand
because
grab
again,
it,
if you're
that shows you.
customizing the sides of the die, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I did think it was cool that you can just shake it instead of rolling it. So if you're in small planes,
That's
you know, if you're
interesting.
playing something on
That is good.
on an airplane, you know, you could do like a roll and write and customize the sides of the dice.
And
or something
security,
like
you're
that.
going to love that.
So there is, I think, usability for it. But again, I need to see it in person. I have a
How
hard time
durable is it?
backing
Because people throw my dice.
I wonder if you can put
People do, you
since
don't?
you can shake it.
I do.
Since you
throw my
can
dice.
just shake it to roll, can you put more than 6 faces on there?
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
Huh?
I don't know.
That's true.
It would be
not
funny
yet,
to
like-
roll it and see Z going, nah!
That's their next Kickstarter.
Why?
Is adding faces.
Instead of a 1, it just Z being like,
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can actually. Yes, that's true. You
Oh,
can
that would be
program
good. Your
little
crit is
creatures on
going to
there.
look really cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is the D20. Just shake it.
All right.
they built a dice tower for this?
Absolutely.
Oh, did they?
What?
I'm back
Anyway.
I
in.
missed that.
All right.
Maybe
Again,
maybe we'll be lucky and this will be at Gen Con and we can go by and look at it.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
I'd like to see it.
I'd be really interested in that.
You know, for a long I was trying to read this backwards because it looks like something made to be read backwards.
Oh, no.
Oh, I would have loved to like be just sitting outside your door and listening to you try to pronounce that.
No, I couldn't do it too many
Missed
times. I summoned
opportunity.
3 demons while I'm trying this. You know, I think this looks okay.
I think this looks really good, actually.
I do too. I think it was more, again, I watched the video and the difference between AI
Right.
and then an actual person reading it, and it's like with the accent, everything. I'm like, this is, makes me want to go to Ireland.
I kept seeing, like, this all kept looking good. Eventually, when we get down to the card spread, like, you see this stuff.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that looks really abstract. Like, I'm not loving that part. I'm not sure what's going on. It doesn't look super good. But the card artwork, The vibe, what's going on here, the look.
I like that they each have their own base color background.
Yeah.
That's really clean looking.
Really clean design.
And they're going in the
Good
middle
look.
of 2 cards.
I think that was my thing, is like, as far as it's selling on the theme and that kind of stuff, I was like, yes. And then finally you get down to the gameplay and you're like, oh, it's just simple tableau building set collection.
I don't know how
kind of.
simple it is, though.
Like,
There's a
okay.
lot of stuff here.
I guess simple isn't like not innovative. But again, just based on what I said, it just looked like maybe very abstracted and very kind of like, oh, you're just building a tableau trying to maximize your scoring opportunities. Got it. Is the theme going to come through on that? And how much do you have to work for the theme to come through?
Yeah. And the whole, like, the patterns also seemed really tired. Like, A, B, B, A, build that.
Right.
It's like, okay, so green, yellow, green. I did it. I score this thing. I'm not a big fan, and I've been burnt a few times by the kind of game that is, again, that you have like some communal thing, and you're trying to build a pattern. Put a goat in every corner, and then you score.
Yeah.
And somebody comes along and
somebody
comes along and moves the goat, and you're like, stop touching my goats.
Yeah, don't
I'm
touch
over here
the
trying to
goats.
get a goat pattern going, or whatever. Like, those games really are that like meaningless in confrontation. Like, oh, I messed you over because like I didn't mean to. I have no idea what you're doing.
Accidental take that. Yeah.
Accidental take that.
Yeah.
Stop
Take
touching my
that
goats,
ish.
Z Garcia.
Stop touching my goats.
All right. Heroes of the Pacific, Battle of Guadalcanal. So this is from Devil Pig, and this is in the series of their Heroes of Normandy, which apparently is really taking off these days.
Still, I mean, I did not know this was still doing this well.
Well, we were just talking about it yesterday because someone was telling me about the 40K version of this.
Oh.
Remember, they had made a 40, I don't know if you remember, they had made a Heroes of Black Ridge or something.
That's
it's the same
right.
thing, but it was
That's
40K.
Right. I remember there was a Cthulhu one. They took like a war setting like this and threw Cthulhu into it.
It was good?
I don't know. I never played it.
I've only played the very original one. We have one here in our review pile. But I played the original one. I liked it. It's like a miniatures game.
Okay.
But you're just moving around tiles instead. But they're very nicely... It's a light miniatures game, and the tiles look pretty good. I like the look of this a lot.
Well, the company's gotten better since Carnage, I think, was theirs, too. I don't know if you ever played that.
I did.
Did you like it?
It's been a while. I think I did, but it's hard to remember.
It was just really complicated, really rules heavy, and it just bogged down. But this one seems to be getting people to like it, this system.
I've seen the Heroes of Normandy around a lot. You know, it's like, oh, it looks interesting, that kind of stuff, but I didn't really know much about it. Looking into this, I actually really like the mechanisms in this of having all your troops out and you have your tiles and assigning them on which order they're going to activate. I really like that kind of light programming, right? But I like that you have the bluff tiles you're putting out there as well, so your opponents don't know if you're bluffing with that one or if they're actually going and trying to read. I actually thought it looked really interesting.
You're a war gamer now.
I guess, yeah, for that two-player head-to-head, and like these troops are going to activate, but you don't know which order or which ones I'm bluffing on and trying to read and counterattack. Because I thought it was a really interesting balance. That this Kickstarter really. This page really made me interested in this whole system. So yeah, I think this one looks really intriguing.
Like a look at it.
Very intriguing.
I
Seems
like
like
that piggy. I have
seems
to
like
say.
Devil Pig
The
is
Devil
doing
Pig?
really
Did you
well.
watch this video? I like the little Devil Pig animation. It's adorable.
Go to the. Let me see that devil pig, Tom, real quick. Is it at the beginning?
Yeah, it is. You need.
It's a pig.
You need.
He's yawning.
No, he's not yawning.
Devil Pig.
Oh, I love
Isn't
Smoke
it
it.
from the
cute?
nostrils.
I love
So
that
cute. He has like
piggy.
this big old snort too. He's
I'm
so
glad that's the
aggressive.
takeaway.
I'm back
Yeah,
in.
just like that. That was good.
That's all it took.
I would love to have own a devil pig.
Yeah! Point
Say those
City.
words in the mirror.
Point City plus Deep Dive. I gotta say, I'm really surprised that they threw Deep Dive into this.
What is deep dive? What do you mean?
I feel like Point City alone could have carried a Kickstarter.
I think so,
The
too.
sequel
but
to
Deep-
Point Salad.
But could Deep
Yeah,
Dive
but deep
not?
dive on its own can't.
Okay.
Is the point?
I think it could have. It's similar
It's
to
like when they sell you
No.
Bloodsport with Van Damme and Kickboxer, and then like
I'm in.
also
Keep going.
like they also slip in between them.
I'm so excited. Who's it going to be?
The one he did with Rod Schneider. What's that one that no one liked?
Oh my gosh.
Bob Schneider
And Van Damme?
and Van Damme did a movie.
No, they
did?
did not.
They did. I
This is
saw it
not-
in the movie theater, so I know they did, guys.
There's no way Rob Schneider.
It was like-
and Van Damme.
Very late 90s or 2000 or 2001.
Alright.
Somebody's going to tell me what it is.
There's no way.
They don't sell that movie on its own. You can't move that movie on its own. That's deep dive, okay?
All right. Anyway, let's talk about Point City first. So this
Let's
is
talk about Point City.
Point City is a more of a gamer game version of Points Out.
Yeah.
I think Points Out's fantastic. I'm very excited about this. They showed me a little bit of it last year at Gen Con. And you're taking two cards that are next to each other and adding them to your city.
Oh, no, is it called knockoff?
Knock off. Who said it? Who said it? Our team,
Actually,
baby.
Jack Dyer said it first.
Jack Dyer?
Jack Dyer.
Yeah.
Jack Dyer knows what's up.
Oh my god.
RT's a poser and knockoff.
Knockoff.
Can we talk about Point City?
Yeah,
Which is not a knockoff of Points Out. Oh, by the way, I like how that wild card looks. I think this looks great. I'm very excited about it.
I like the idea of the resources, and I'm going to mess this up here, the buildings, I'm guessing they are.
Yeah.
How whichever one it is, the next one that comes out is the opposite. So
Yeah.
not only is that in Point Salad as well?
No, but they
Okay.
are
No.
double-sided.
Okay, but I like that idea of this, that it's this constant, not
I do
only
like
is
that.
Target.
Okay.
Target does that, yeah.
Okay. Not only is the tableau refreshing, but it's refreshing with the opposite, and so you're also
Like
planning
it.
ahead. I really like that a lot.
This
Looks
looks
good.
more interesting to me than Point Salad. I also thought Point Salad's theme was kind of stupid, but
You don't like salads?
I like salad
Points?
fine, but the idea, like the joke, the big wink, like get it, Point Salad, it's dumb, but
Oh,
it's
I
fine.
get
It's
it.
like, it's
Okay,
a
I get
cute
that.
game. This looks like a more interesting game, and I do like that thing. It just seems like there's more engaging stuff happening.
Without-
Point Salad's fine.
Still is like low complexity, it seems
Sure,
like,
sure.
you know, and so to have more engaging material and mechanisms without seriously upping that complexity, I thought was really interesting
I
and a
agree.
good play.
I'm really pumped about
Deep
that.
dive,
Someone
though.
says
Let's
it's
talk about deep dive.
Like Deep Sea
the
Adventure, right?
delivery date here is August. So this is good for it is. This means Point City is 100% going to be at Gen
These
Con.
guys are on top of it.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, flat out. At this point, they could print anything and people are
Yeah,
going to buy
yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
They'd have to do several bad games, I think, to lose their rep.
Yeah,
They have
I
so
agree.
many good ones
There's
under
a
their
lot
belt.
of goodwill there. Deep dive.
I think it looks good.
You do? I don't
Well,
know.
I like Deep
again.
Sea Adventure, but I never make it back. Mm-hmm. I don't know. This looks interesting. Very light, as far as what I can tell. Looks more like family.
I think
Very, right.
I think this one will bother me. Like I will want a stat sheet with it. You know, like tell me.
Deep Sea Adventure?
Yeah. Like well, no, I'm gonna want a
Oh,
stat
deep
sheet
dive.
with it.
Sorry.
Deep dive because I want to know if I go in those depths. What's at what.
You want to know percentage.
I want to know percentage. How many monsters
my
at each
goodness.
one, so that I
you
can
playing
start
the wrong
seeing.
game.
Joey takes a towel, I take a towel, Camille's like, hang on.
Hold on, let me
Calculator,
get back in the
pencil
roll.
behind the ear.
That's what I want.
And I'm like,
I
never tell
know.
me the odds. Just take a tile.
Have you
I
been to
don't
the
push my
ocean?
luck without knowing the odds. I need to know. Do I have
Never
a 30%
tell me the
chance?
odds.
Right. Because like if I lose it, I have 30% chance of winning and lose. I'm like, that's not too bad. I kind of expected it. But if I didn't, I need to know this.
If you don't
going
fly
into
right into the
I
sun,
don't
you
know.
haven't lived.
So you want to remove the game.
All right.
From it.
No, I want a spreadsheet with the game.
I'm
Okay,
much
that's
more
fun.
interested in Points Out than Deep Dive.
Yeah.
At the same time, when I first saw Points Out, I thought it was trash.
Yeah.
Until I played it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. So
Yeah.
they fooled me in a positive way before.
And so
It
you're
looked like they
thinking
were having fun in the
they might
video.
do it again with deep dive? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Although they're not
Deep Dive.
necessarily, because I'm leaning towards it's probably good.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a game from Flat Out I don't like. You know, I mean, they're Cascadia, Calico.
Bonnie's got me there. She says she watched a review and they did say the percentage of predators. See, I'm back in. Give me the percentage. I'm back
Okay.
in. Yep, I want deep dive now.
Dungeon Saga Origins, the game of classic fantasy adventure. So is this the one from Mantic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mantic has beautiful miniatures. I have traditionally hated their games, but maybe this one's good. I've heard that their games have been getting better from people who've been playing them.
Have you played Dungeon Saga? What this is based on, I guess. Hell
I've
System.
never played it. I've seen it. I've seen the boxes. I've never played it. I don't have really any interest in this. Have you played any? Have anybody played any of these games?
Nope. I
This
haven't.
seemed really miniatures forward, which
Yeah.
always kind of concerns me because I'm like, where's the game behind? And again, this is coming from someone who loves miniatures and loves the painting and that whole thing. But if that's forward, it's kind of like I love really pretty games, but if you put all the effort in the pretty, is there a game behind it? There still has to be that substance, and that made me a little nervous that there's not a whole lot of talk about the game in this.
See, I'm kind of in on this though, because even though again it falls into that generic thing, this definitely looks like they're trying to wink real hard at the camera and say, "Did you like Hero Quest?" Because this really looks like Hero Quest, and it also looks simple. I'm glad to have rules-heavy miniature games, but we have enough of them. Goodness.
And this is a 1v-all, right?
See, I didn't even get that out.
If it is, that's great too, because I missed
Hero
those.
Quest. Yeah,
they
that's
almost,
what it felt like.
They almost, and maybe someone in the chat will know that maybe this actually is based on Hero Quest, and this is kind of a, Mantic's spin on it. It is. That's a lot of stuff for 129.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of miniatures you're getting.
And 129 for miniatures forward, a lot of development in that is.
Yeah, even this furniture here, it really looks like Hero Quest.
Yeah, it does.
I might be back in. Ooh.
That's a lot of
But you gotta admit, that would be really fun to paint that pile.
Oh, that would be so much
That's
fun
a
to
pile
paint.
of gold.
Tedious.
I could
to paint.
spray paint the heck out of that.
Yeah, I'm back in.
I really like the treasure chest. I think that would be a lot of fun to paint.
I could spray paint that too.
You can.
Nobody can stop me.
I'll let you base it for me.
Ooh, you can actually put a figure in the coffin. Can you
Bury them?
What? Oh my
it
gosh,
comes-
is that like one of those
it's
stretchy
coffin.
torture machines?
Plus,
That's
why
the
does
rack.
that interest you?
That's a rack. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
And that over there is an Iron Maiden.
Excellent.
Let's
I'm
move
back
on.
in.
We're getting
No,
down the
look
wrong
at that.
path
Can you
here.
put the miniature on that?
Yeah, it looks
Probably.
like
Why
it.
would you want
they
to?
what? Why would you not?
So this one's a big surprise to me. Oh,
Yeah.
look, it spells leap.
Which part?
Oh, no, never mind. Anyway, it surprised me because this is from not Tiny Epic Games, Game One Games, who makes Tiny Epic Games, and it's John DeClaire.
John
I
Claire.
know.
And so, and it's based on it says hit Netflix show. I don't know how hit of it is because I haven't heard a lot of people, but I'm assuming it's not terrible. And yet, well, I guess 1,300 backers is a lot, but 68 feels low.
I mean,
That's
it's
what I
funding,
thought.
Keep
but
the door down normally.
For an intellectual property game from a very well-regarded publisher and
And
designer.
I know,
This
that's-
is not gangbusters.
do you
it's
think
doing
the
well, but
IP
it's not
is pulling it
gangbusters.
down?
That's what I was
I
wondering.
think the IP is pulling it down. Of course, I haven't seen the IP. I haven't seen the
I will
show.
say, I mean, this is looking at the gameplay. This is not one that's typically my wheelhouse. Not one that I'm really interested based on the mechanism
Right.
specifically. But I really like John DeClaire's.
I do too.
Games typically, and I trust Gameland Games, and their production, that kind of stuff. So for
Right, it
me,
seems like a win.
so for me, the IP is what's kind of holding it back. Like I think if the IP was better, I'd be like, you know what, I'll take a gamble on these mechanisms.
Exactly.
But again, I didn't know if that was just me because I don't watch a lot of TV. So I was going to ask y'all, like, is this just not that big of a? It seems
I've
like
never heard of it till this.
Show?
I don't know anything about it. It looks real.
I've seen it on my Netflix thing, but I've never looked like on my feed, but I've never watched it.
And again, the video at the beginning just shows clips of the show or stills. So I'm like, did they phone that in? Because again, 2 out of 3, I like the publisher, I like the
Yeah.
designer.
I love this guy right here.
Yeah.
I love how all these characters,
he
by the
loves
way,
you.
check this out. They all have really great thematic outfits. And then we get to this
That's
guy
Game
who
of
just
Thrones
used a
right there.
headshot.
He's right in
fantastic.
So this is what bugs me.
What is that? I mean,
I talked about this in Things We're Tired Of. I don't like that these pictures don't match the minis. Now, fortunately, they put a picture of the mini on the card. But I don't like this shirt he's wearing here.
Wait,
he's not
is
wearing
that
his robe.
actually from the
Right.
game?
that's on a card.
That's
Yeah.
in the
gotta
game.
be something.
Like, look at her.
yeah.
She's wearing furs, but then in this mini, she's not. Why can't those match? That really bugs me.
I'm more
Yeah.
concerned about him wearing a sweater.
Like a clearly modern. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's like.
I don't think it's
That's-
modern. I'm telling
That's
you.
Abercrombie, is what that
No.
is.
I think they actually had shirts like that back then.
Abercrombie?
Yeah.
Was already around?
Yeah,
No,
it's
Fitch
like,
was,
were they
though.
all fighting over
Fitch
Hollister? Is that what it was?
Fitch is old school. Okay, that's old Navy. Okay,
Like this guy's picture really doesn't
You're
match his
rich.
mini. I don't know. But,
Yeah.
So that bugs me a bit. But man, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
you
play
are
it.
excited
Yeah.
about this?
John DeClaire. John
I know.
DeClaire.
No.
He's speaking of people who've given a wide berth. It's like he's got one. I'll look at it.
I would
He
have
has a wide
to.
berth.
Yeah,
I'd have to
give him
do so much heavy lifting to get past
the
a
IP.
theme I don't care about at all, and I am fully unfamiliar with.
It's Vikings.
Plus a bunch of screen caps. I would have to do some serious lifting to get into this game.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
It's hard enough to get past screen caps when you like the IP.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
doing it when you don't.
They did a movie, and Knockoff. It's a Van Damme movie. They did a trading card game based on Knockoff,
I would be. I'm back in.
and it was hard to play.
But just imagine the director bringing Van Damme and Rob Schneider in and saying, "I bet you're both wondering why you're here," and them saying, "We are." I mean, that's like I want to know that movie.
From what I understand, it was like a really indie movie that they shot in Hong Kong.
Okay, let's get off the movie and get back in
wanna
there.
watch.
Have you seen Knockoff?
Have you seen Face Off? This is the prequel.
All right. Dice cards. Speaking of amazing names, this may be one of the worst named games ever.
You've heard of card dice. Now you've got dice cards.
Now, this is a roll and write that I'm actually interested in. I think
Are interested in it?
I
That
am.
was interesting.
Did it kind of have a Rolling Realms feel?
Yes. Except they're not based on other games, so
Right.
as much as that annoys me about Rolling
meta
Realms,
part of it?
I don't like the
I
meta
agree.
part of it.
Yeah.
But this one's when they're saying there's 108 cards, 50 unique mini games. I'm like, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like that you have your own cards that are going with your little, like you said, almost mini games, but different requirements on how you fill the different ones. I think my only concern with it is if you play it 2-player, there's duplicates of each card. So if you play it 2-player, then you can have the same tableau, whatever that you're trying to fill out. But if you play it multiple player, each of you guys have individual ones you're trying. So I just worry about the
So you
balance.
complain the whole time.
No,
you only got the easy cards.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wonder, like, I
Oh, I
wanted
can
the
hear
balance
already.
between the cards. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like, as a 2-player or a solo, I think, and maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that'd be great if they are really well balanced like that. But I just, would have a concern. But I'm really interested. I think this looks really interesting and unique.
So you're not all playing off the same cards. You have different.
You have what is it, 6 or 8 that you take and you start with.
Okay,
and
so
then
unlike Rolling Realms, where you're all playing off the same cards, I guess.
I haven't played Rolling Realms, so I don't know.
Huh.
See,
But yeah, you have your 8,
is
and
so
they all have
interesting,
different
that-
requirements on how you can fill them, and so the dice are rolled, and then you're filling them.
That you pass.
So the battle
goes.
Battle Goats.
I've not played
Yeah, I agree.
a
This looks
single
good.
one of these other games.
You haven't?
You play Lucky
Oh,
Luau?
Lucky Luau is. Yes.
You played that one.
Ish.
All right.
It's around somewhere.
Woodland Wizards.
Now this is very cute, and I am very concerned. I definitely am like on the fence about backing it.
Really?
Yeah, because they've done that. They did the Roanoke. I heard a lot about their previous game. I should put it that way.
Okay.
It's a 2-player game with a lost colony of Roanoke theme, which is
Like
whatever.
that reality type history thing?
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
cool
yeah.
looking, and I've heard a lot about it, and it sounds very interesting. Never been able to check it out, never been able to play it. But I like the way it sounds, the previous game, and again, from what I've read, it's an interesting 2-player game. This one seems interesting. I love the look. It's a stunning looking game. I'm just wondering if it's too lucky and random, and it seems a little to err on the side of a little goofy. A little too much like, just randomness is going to happen. I play a card, I steal 2 of yours. You force you to discard, do that, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then we compare and see what happened. I'm worried that
Yeah.
the game is not going to be to my liking. It's going to be too, it's not going to really bring it for something I want from something like this. But man, am I tempted, and looks so
artwork-
good.
Looks good. Otters.
I think it looks good too. And it looks, man, well, just hope. Hope springs eternal.
Okay.
I don't have hope for this one.
Oh.
Food Coma. But it is getting 20,220 backers.
Come
Remember
on, you
looking
got
at
to
this.
listen to the voice in the video on this.
I guess
I do not.
glorious.
I struggle with this video.
Actually, the
This
limited
video is
edition
brutal.
box looks pretty good.
Brutal.
I like that. I like that black box a lot.
It's golden, and there's tacos on it.
First of all, the interesting thing, I'm watching this and I realize you're feeding other people to try to
Eat.
get this. It was like, I thought you're making meals for yourself, but now it's like, no, I'm going to put you into a food coma. So you're going to eat this monster burger.
Yeah, so you're trying to
Have
collect
you ever
the
seen
things.
7?
Come on, Z.
Let's move on. Let's move on. This looks bad.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
We don't got time for this project. All right, here's another one of those
Now
print
we're
and play roll and writes. Really,
Yeah.
these print and play roll and writes keep seeming to get better looking.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think this is the best one looking yet.
But look,
I really do.
yeah. I was just going to say, look at the name of the company. I love the Polterdice.
No, that's been done 20 years ago.
So, what?
There's a game called Polterdice.
I want to play that now.
You do
No,
not.
you don't.
Why do I want to play it even more now? All right, go ahead. What were you going to say, Camilla?
I was just going to say, I do wonder, and again, I'm a big fan of these, but also I have access to a printer. Because I was talking to a friend a couple weeks ago, and she's like, yeah, I thought about backing you, but then realized I don't have a printer, and I haven't for like 5 years. And I was like,
What a happy person that
oh,
must be.
interesting. You know, I mean, how many people have printers in their home
That's a
still?
good
I don't
point.
know. I know I don't anymore. And I was like, oh, you're right. I have access to one at work, and so that's where I would
Wait,
print
you don't
it.
have a printer at home?
I don't have a printer at home.
Do you?
No.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do too.
So,
home?
no, and I,
But
so I
I
just
home,
wonder, like,
but
are
home,
we
and
kind
so
of
do you.
trending to that?
Shut up. Actually, it's not that. It's for stupid forms you need to print out.
Oh, that is true.
No, e-sign. You e-sign
Yeah, I
thing.
e-sign
Do you have a
everything.
fax machine?
Absolutely. Jeez.
Just kidding.
I do. No, I don't.
You know,
Do you own a beeper?
Oh, I do. Not.
Okay, a printer is not an old-fashioned thing.
No, I'm just.
Come on
I don't
now.
think we're there yet. I just wonder if we're kind of going to
No,
that. So I would just. It's
old-fashioned.
interesting.
It's
Because
old-fashioned.
I don't have one.
Any
I'd
form
print
I
here.
need to print, 3D print.
How do you print your play rates?
3D printer.
I come to work.
You say you're like at the office.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it is $4
anyway.
for the print and play of this. It's
Yeah.
like.
That being said, I don't think we're there yet. But I just thought that was
No.
interesting. She was like, "Oh, I couldn't because I realized I didn't have a printer," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. There are going to be those
You
people."
could
So
go somewhere and print this, I suppose,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
This is,
Today is Rabbit Trail Day for sure.
again, I think this looks good. This is one of the better looking print and play ones that we've seen. It's such a good looking game. I love the little maps. I like the idea of the dice assigning sectors in this continent.
Yeah.
It looks great. It
think
kind of
there's-
looks like Castles of Burgundy a little bit.
Yeah. That,
oh, maybe that's why I'm turned off.
Here's
by it,
my
'cause I'm
issue with
not
it.
It really does
interested.
look like Castle of Burgundy.
It's like, because, like Monica mentioned there, I backed so many of these that I neither print nor play. I mean, because it's $3. I'm like,
donate.
I'll do it for $3.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And then you never do.
I never do. I mean, and it could be great unless someone's talking about it a lot, then I actually do it. But this
That
one
is
looks
interesting.
really
How
well
you
thought out.
buy a thing that you don't really intend to utilize
I
because
intend.
it's cheap.
Yes.
No, you intend, but
No.
you're like, this thing is normally $10. I can get it for $3. Gosh, I can't not buy it at $3. I'm
that's-
leaving money on the
This is the
floor if I
whole
don't
basis
buy it.
of Steam libraries.
100%.
That's true.
It's
Humble bumble.
$49.99,
Humble
but
bundle
right
order.
now it's $1.99. You
That's-
have to buy it. You know
I
what I
know.
mean?
That-
But then you never play it. It's like buying a DVD of, say, Knockoff for $3.
That's great.
Blu-ray.
And you know that Walmart, that Walmart bin that is like they just dump DVDs in there.
Come on, you
Do those
know you
still
go
exist?
through that.
Do they still exist? I have to.
Oh, they do exist.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can get a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Every Sharktopus is available there. Versus
All right.
Whalewolf.
Move on. My precious. This is a single card game.
Oh my gosh, that card is going to last one game
I
of this.
thought this was a joke.
Right?
First of all,
No.
the guy's funding goal is $219.
He's very
This
specific.
He has to print one card.
This guy writes the speed
There's
limit
one
for HOAs,
component.
doesn't he? He's like 13. Anything else is going to kill somebody. That's-
You wrote that down.
I'm going to write that down.
It's like it's on his
I'm gonna write that
See your list
13.
of jokes.
But this one, I thought it was like, it is actually grabbing the card from somebody.
This is really
Yes.
dumb. This is really dumb.
It's right. No, it's truly you have to try to grab it out of their hand.
I know.
I want to know, like, what rules are there?
I
Can you only reach
there are
with one
cubes.
hand?
There are cubes. You saw the cubes in there, right? I don't know what the cubes are for, but they're cubes.
Like, can you punch with one hand and grab
Wait a
with the
minute.
other?
There's more than one
Like,
card now.
I need to know the rules.
They keep
If
adding
you want the
cards.
complete edition, there's more cards.
You know what? Let's take a look at
I hate
Lil Guy's
Well,
card
go
game.
back to my precious.
This is a I Cut
Lil
You
Guys.
Choose Collectathon. That would be a good name for a
Did you
game.
add this one in? I don't think I saw it.
This is in there, yeah.
I
This
definitely
is from
missed this one.
Gross Bus Games. This is like little kid artwork, like hee like a book, except that frog looks like he's an NFT.
And these minis are just like awkward. You
I
know?
know.
What is happening with the vase?
I want the car.
What vase?
What do I do with
in
the
the
car?
car.
An egg.
An egg? Humpty Dumpty?
And then the vase, it's like a dude on 4 legs with a flower growing out his back.
How is he? Oh, his back. Okay.
Just like
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's his back.
We're gonna go with it was his back.
like how AI used to be
Tableau.
20 years ago.
By the way, this is a little weird. They're like, this was designed to be lighthearted and easy to introduce to your non-gaming friends. That's kind of a weird pitch. They're not
Why?
pitching it to those friends. They're saying, hey, gamer, buy this for your non-gaming friends.
Yeah.
Most of these games aren't pitched that way. They're like, hey, these are fun, buy them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait, are those? Did I misread this? Are those minis for this game, or is that
What did you think those were?
unrelated?
Yeah, they're figurines. Figurines and minis aren't the same thing. They also all have names. So that guy you run about the vase, that's Tableau.
Of course it is. All right, but it is you split
That
I
made it
choose,
worse.
which I do like that.
The other
mechanic.
name is more comfortable.
And he also has a quote. Someday they'll understand, which you could say as creepy as you want.
Oh my
Someday they'll understand.
That is so creepy. Why is that creepy?
I don't know.
I want that dude about that big on my desk. Like doing that backwards thing with a flower pot. And then I'll get a plaque. This is someday they'll
When
understand.
someone asks you about it, just weep and walk away.
I know.
Oh man.
This looks,
Is it bad that I want to back it?
Yes.
Yes.
this
Yeah,
looks
absolutely.
awkward. I don't get
Like I
it.
said, I missed this one. The more we
I might
scroll,
back
the
this
less
one.
I'm in.
All right.
It's from Gross Bus. You have to.
Ecosfera. We just played this one, 2 weeks ago? Or was it last week?
Was it good?
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Well, first of all, I don't like the censoring of this name. It's Ecosfera. That's a weird name.
It is. It's not one word because it sounds like one word when they say it.
Ecosfera.
Who played this with me?
I think it was you, Chris, and Z. Did you play it?
I've played this game?
No, I don't know. That was a question mark.
Yeah, I think you did play this one.
I've played this game?
I don't know. Anyway, this is a
You know, that kind of
cooperative
looks
game.
familiar. Yeah. Okay. Explain it to me again.
It's a cooperative game where you're collecting plants. No, you're collecting resources to get plants. Those plants you then will collect to get animals. Those animals you then collect to get these things here.
Yes. Yes.
I'll be honest, when we went in to play this, I thought it was kind of... It didn't look that great, but playing it was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's amazing, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I had that deck building, leveling up thing.
Yeah, so
This
we
gets
like
you this,
that.
and this gets you this, and bam, you build the whole thing, you're done.
Oh, I do like that. Okay.
Yeah,
And it
no,
had a
this
little bit
was
of
nice.
push your luck. You know, you can put these disaster cards.
Yeah.
You get too many of them in your deck, and that's a problem.
How is the cooperation? Like, do you have to cooperate in order to win? Like, work off each other?
We
and
were
stuff?
talking about hey, don't buy that thing you're about to buy because it'd be better that I buy it so that I can do this. There was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I like that a lot.
This is a simple co-op, actually, in many ways.
This was neat. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
All right.
It's a good looking game, too.
Yeah, I like the artwork.
I'm excited about this next one,
Yes.
Gatefall Monsters. Now, I think I'm the only person who's played Gatefall.
I haven't played it.
You
I want to
talked
play it now.
about it recently for some reason.
Yeah, to you, we were looking at this project.
No. Before that, I'm referencing not the conversation we just had about this. But some time ago, you mentioned it, and a few of us were like, "Oh, we don't know what this game is." And you were like, "It's this big miniatures game that's very inexpensive and very simple."
The miniatures are almost the size of G.I. Joe figures.
It's that one.
Yeah, there you
yes.
go, right?
Oh, with the
Oh.
massive miniatures. Yes,
And
with
so- I wasn't
here, there,
major
was I?
miniatures.
I'm sliding down to the original game. So here's the original game.
Yeah.
And it came with
Right.
these. It's like fantasy against the
Like post-apocalyptic
post-apocalyptic
bikers or something.
And
yeah.
you have it's a deck building game in ways where you have these decks that you draw for actions, and you can add better cards to your deck, or you can go fight the other people. And then it's a dice checking game. It's really light. It's more fun than it should be. That ogre there is a huge miniature.
Yeah.
And now they're adding you can get the game again, but they're also adding another faction of 3 monsters. Then you can buy 2 more monsters by themselves. I don't know. I like it. You know,
It looks so fun, and
Yeah.
again, I don't know. Right? I want to say big dumb fun.
That's what I like.
Maybe
that is
that's-
what it is.
Maybe that's not quite right. I don't know. I haven't played the game, but it screams that. It's like,
Yep.
look at these big chunky dudes, chuck some dice.
See, that's...
Yeah, I love it. I love the graphic design. amazing. Okay,
looks so good.
Huge kudos to whoever your graphic designer is.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. You treat them right. And I like the whole thing. This is really talking to me, to the point that as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to find this Gatefall game, and I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to put it back on the shelf.
I'm also a big fan of the
Is it
classic
library?
monsters.
I am too.
And this is
Universal.
This one, they are the Universal monsters, but they're not for once. They're
Legally distinct from.
That's a good point.
I really like this creature. He's creepy looking.
He is super
He's my
creepy.
friend.
I like
In the
him.
Frankenstein, they went more the Hammer films rather than like the Universal.
The Hammer films?
Yeah, maybe
What's
the
the
horror
Invisible
Hammer.
Man? I'm always
Oh, they're
interested in
talking about Arnie
Invisible
Hammer. I was
Man.
like,
Oh,
Figs.
yeah, I like the Mummy too.
What are the Hammer films?
There's a horror done after Universal, like.
Yeah, I want to see that figure. Does he have a figure? No, he doesn't. They just
Frankenstein.
use tokens for him.
Ow! See, that's.
Because he's invisible?
Yeah.
How do you know where he is?
He could be here. I think they more
Oh,
went.
you have multiple tokens.
It's sitting right there.
You don't know.
They more. they
not-
more went Hollow Man with that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Hammer horror. There we
That's
go.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Wild Gardens. So when I was looking at this game, it definitely feels like they're going for the audience of what's that dragon game?
Flamecraft.
Flamecraft.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities, and I feel it's like that. Welcome to a land where that's cute, everything is fun, and also
food.
we're gonna eat.
And the
Yeah,
food
yeah.
is amazing looking.
Yeah,
I want to eat those things. I'm hoping there's recipes in the back of these cards.
This game.
Yeah, that
is
food did
tasty
make me
looking.
hungry. Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped about this one. I think it looks really good. I'm really hoping. I love the color palette. I like the tokens, the idea of collecting resources and then using that to make recipes. That's a concept I like in games with special abilities.
If it's got food, you're pretty on board.
That
Immediately
is
what I
true.
thought of.
That could be taken as an insult, but I will take it in the spirit it was intended.
It's not an insult. No, I'm just saying. It's just an
I was like, what's
It's an observation. If a game is about
yeah.
food, you're like, that's not an
Also
insult.
not an insult. Right.
Thank you. No, but also, whoever drew this food is amazing artist. That's
Yeah.
really
It
good. Look at
is.
that piece of pie.
It looks really
Yeah.
good. It
A la
does.
mode, man. Ooh.
Oh, it looks good.
Also, I gotta get
love
these
pie.
premium wooden ingredient pack.
Yeah, they're
As
not
far as-
edible, okay?
As far as the gameplay, I really
Anything's
liked.
edible, Z.
As far as the gameplay too, I really liked the idea that it just seemed to be really smooth. I like that a lot of these games, it's you can move if you want to up to this number of spaces. In this, you play a pawn and you have to move that many spaces. But then each round, you're giving up one of those pawns, kind of like in Elysium. Right? Is that the game where you're giving up a pawn? And so in this one, you're actually losing that number for the rest of that half of the game once
like
you
that.
place it up. And so
Yeah.
you might not ever be able to go 3 spaces again. So you're constantly having to read the board and evaluate the board to make sure that you're going to be able to do what you want for the full rest of the round. So I thought that that was a really neat take on that mechanism as well.
I will say I'm more excited for this one than I have been for their other previous games.
I agree on
Previous
that.
releases, they always have good artwork and kind of neat concepts and ideas, but this one, I don't know. It looks the best to me so far of all the
Well, I didn't
Rose
love the
Gauntlet
last game.
games.
You liked it better than
Which
I
one
did.
is
What was
it?
the last game?
The ones with the one with the animals.
That's like
Ark Nova?
Keystone North America or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
I like that one.
Oh, you didn't like that one.
Oh no, I was least in the office. I think I gave it like a very low score.
Oh, then
like
you
a
agree.
3
Okay.
or something.
Neither
I
one of us really
despised
liked it that
game.
much. I didn't despise it as much as you, but I
Oh,
didn't
I
like
hated it. I burned it. You can't find it anymore in the library.
But this game looks better than that one.
Okay. Woo.
Wait, there's donkeys in it? I missed the donkeys.
What?
No,
That
this one does look good.
donkeys.
This one does look good.
That's our game projects. So before we get the game, before we pick our picks of the week, let's take a look at a few non-game projects. Please email tom@dicetower.com with some bad Kickstarter projects. I need some bad ones, folks.
No. Give us the juice.
We got some or weird ones, like this one. This is like the 5th ruler we've looked at. I am still mind-boggled. Like, I think rulers are great.
Yeah.
They rule.
I don't think...
It's a Chrissy
Check his phone, check his phone.
I don't think I'd pay $89 for a ruler.
This is going to cool though that you can change the scale of it.
I went back and forth.
I did
I'm like,
think that
this
was
is silly.
interesting.
I'm like, oh, that's useful.
Is 89 interesting? Like, would you
No,
buy this?
because I never do that. But I'm saying, like, if I was in a job or something like that where I'm constantly changing the scale and, like, stuff like that. But if I'm in that, I probably have a tool for that already.
If you're in a job where you need this,
You already have
you
it?
don't need this.
Right, exactly. You already, that's very true.
It's the most. Again, they're making bank. Maybe I'm super wrong. Just if you have a job in which you use this a lot,
you know how to use
you
a ruler?
got it sorted. You know how to use a ruler. You know how to measure. You know how to do that.
Yeah.
The only thing I saw this do that I thought that's pretty cool was you can tell it to section off equal pieces and then drag the thing out.
Oh,
that's
make
cool.
those. That
It
is
did
nice.
do that.
Yeah.
So if I want to split this whatever blank surface into 5 equal sections, you can tell it 5 and drag the thing out and it splits them evenly.
Yeah,
That is
That's
awesome.
cool.
That is really cool.
It's a caliper too, is that right? Or is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks okay. I don't know why it's
If
making
you
so
have an
much money.
architect in your life,
It's cheaper than the dice, though. You see that?
No, one. Well, that's two of them.
Two.
How much is
Two,
one?
man.
89 or something for one?
you save $89 when you buy 2.
So you can get this and the die.
For
Wow.
$1 million.
All right. Get out of the way, Fingerbot. Where's a new bot in town?
This one has
wow,
no need for
400.
fingers.
Yeah, Shamu.
Does that say shipping in May?
Is it?
Go back up.
What year?
Start shipping in May.
Start shipping in May. All right.
They keep showing you these like terror bots. They had the doggy one.
Yeah.
Remember that? Where he followed you around and watched you sleep and stuff. And now they have another.
This
They
feels
have
like a
another one.
moving Alexa. That's what it feels like to me.
But this one has
Yeah.
Chat GPT, which let's invite that in our home, right?
Does it use that?
It does. It says at the top, which I don't know how it goes with it, but
Chat, yeah.
chat-
Chat
Go
GPT
watch
GPT.
supported.
You wake up with the robot sitting there. I'm like, what are you doing? Learning.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is just creepy. And again, the way they pitch this stuff, I get
Oh,
it.
but
But
wait.
they're like, are you lonely? Are you incredibly depressed? Do you need a friend? How about a walking toilet?
But those are the exact advertisements they use in horror movies that these robots are in.
I agree. I
okay,
don't get it.
it's weird. I can see the purpose for this, but then sometimes, like, it's like if your parents have fallen down, it'll let you know and call you. Then it shows the guy's dad is laying down to take a picture. All of a sudden, the little thing calls his son, and his son is like, "You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's just so
That would get annoying.
invasive.
That would get annoying really quick. Like,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, my dad got in the 4 again. I got it. No, he's sleeping. Thank you.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
You lose your contacts, you can call everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Get a dog.
Again, the video also is just a little creepy. Like you have that little girl who's walking through the house, and the robot follows her, and then they show you this is fake, but they show you how the robot sees her walking with like flexing points that have motion, the wireframe of her walking, and the thing following her, like looking down up. Well, it's creepy. You know what I mean? It's just creepy.
Where is that?
and then the crying baby. They call
here it
the
is.
Oh, there,
parents.
there, that.
Oh yeah.
Look, it's like, Mom, Dad, something's in my room.
Look
And
how
then,
creepy
look,
the
it
eyes are.
cracks.
That's the dark.
Creepy.
The eyes in the darkness. That's what I want to see when I wake up.
And the mom's like, don't worry. All right. Joe, this is all you.
This is. I just don't understand why this exists.
Inflatable?
I don't.
I understand why it exists. I'm trying to figure out why it's made so much money.
I know.
I want to figure out why the
250,000.
dog isn't chewing on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That dog is, right now, that dog wants to chew on this. The only reason it
absolutely.
hasn't chewed on it is because the owner's standing
It's
right
because it's
beside him like,
photoshopped inside. But
it's photoshopped.
It definitely is Photoshop.
Stick a cat in there. See how long that lasts.
So
Oh my
weird,
gosh.
inflatable. Why?
Wait, is he? Do you have to
Also,
pump it up? You have to. Oh, you do have to.
I love how they're
manually
like,
pump it up.
so easy, very easy to inflate. I'm like, no way. If I have to inflate that thing every time I need to put a dog in it, he can just run around.
Yeah, it better
It's
come with
fine.
a button where it automatically inflates itself. It blows away the competition. So do you
Yeah,
want
when
this
it- when
hard-sided kennel that's secure? No. Do you want this collapsible crate one? No one wants those.
Nope.
Soft-sided? That's if you own a rat.
Yeah, that's
I love how they say it blows them away, and the only way this thing blows is if it springs a leak. You don't really want to be invoking that your product can spring leaks.
I know.
You know?
Also, this is like, they're saying ultra durable and sturdy. They're saying this one is, but
This
the hard-sided
one's not.
kennels are not.
right.
What are you talking about? Those things are
I
very
understand.
durable.
I mean, I didn't look at this one too closely, but I do wonder if it's made out of the same material as like whitewater rafting or like the blow-up kayak, stuff like
Probably.
that. But
That's
still,
likely.
dogs will chew on that.
People are sitting on it, too.
doesn't. But again, I mean, they
What's he
get
doing?
really, really firm.
This guy's hitting
But
it with
is
an
he
axe.
hitting
Is he
it
hitting with an axe? Is the dog in there? Tell me the dog is in there.
Oh my gosh.
For demo
Hi.
purposes only.
Right, yeah, because now it has a hole.
I hear. That's wow. I
whatever.
understand.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good demo. I do like this demo.
It is,
That's
but-
working for me. And this person is... Why would you...
I don't know. I guess they're showing the claws of it.
Also, that's really giving me anxiety every
That's
time they
me
do it to
too.
that box.
I'm sure she can hit
There's a
herself
game in
with
that box. There's a Kickstarter game in there. What are you doing?
Full-fledged.
She opened boxes.
All right.
All right.
Oh, this one.
This you can buy at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Really?
No, it feels like I've seen these.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen little ones before, like where they come with a whole pile of words, and they're like, "Put this on your thing for poems."
Oh, whoa, magnetic poetry.
yeah.
This one you
stuff,
can write
yeah.
your own.
They're a little bigger.
Kids are
but
not
yeah.
going to write dirty words on this.
Aren't they?
The whole
No, they are.
magnetic, like,
That's
cloud, what's that called? Cloud, I don't know what that's called, but like doing the cloud word or word cloud
Oh, yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
you know?
word cloud or brain.
Brainstorming.
little
Yeah,
map
that's kind of what
thing.
they're going for there. Yeah, it's cute. I like that.
I don't think you'll ever use these for
No.
Like grammar, no way. Math, I don't think so.
The guy
Maybe I could see these using it as a
Oh, is he
teacher.
like diagramming sentences there with it?
Yeah, the guy
Yeah,
says
no, that's not
What it is?
happening.
Like, no,
he
that's
gives
not
some
happening.
problem with the whiteboards, and his problems are, you're like, it's not a problem with, it's a benefit of the whiteboard. I don't understand.
The only thing I would see is this would be like for homeschooling to be like, oh, we're doing math problems, and I don't want you to feel like you're just doing a worksheet. Here, you know, like if you throw
Yes.
something
I
like
agree.
this at a kid, they're all over
But for a
it.
classroom, this doesn't work because you
No.
can't. Even if you put these up on the board, no one's going to be able to read them very well.
No,
This might be
yeah.
a good homeschool thing.
I'd
I
really
think you're
see-
right. I think you're right.
It's a way to like trick the kids into thinking they're not doing work.
Is that a
Stupid
puzzle?
kids.
I know.
You know
they're
what?
So dumb.
Actually, my
so
son would like this
stupid.
The puzzle
because he
part?
would draw a picture
Wow.
and then say, "Dad, do the puzzle." I could
Absolutely.
see that. That
Yeah.
would be fun.
Yeah.
That's a good use for these.
But again, this seems like something that you're picking up already somewhere else. Like I don't know.
It's okay. I
It
just
seems
found it
all
somewhat
right. I'm not
interesting.
hating on this, but you need to. This is the kind of thing you back with already a purpose in mind. This is not
Right.
the thing you get and then try to find a reason for it.
Right.
You know?
I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, unfortunately, their next project has been canceled, so you cannot get it.
You kidding me?
Which one?
The Doggo deck, an
Oh.
inflatable
Not the
kayak
Doggo
deck
deck.
for dogs. Do you want to release your dog into the wild, but you're afraid it will run home? Here, you can put it on the water. It's not going to get back to you.
Oh, you can buy the napkin that he drew it on.
Here's the thing. This was not canceled, Tom. It failed.
Hit it.
Oh, okay.
But come on,
Why,
this
are you
is
like starting your own?
doggo
Camille,
deck.
you've done water sports before.
Yes.
Have you ever taken a dog out?
Yes.
Did they like it?
One did. The other was indifferent.
Would they like this?
No, they want to be in the kayak with me. They
Yeah,
would
that's the
not
thing.
want
I don't
their
think
own.
I don't think
No.
a dog. I've yet to meet a dog unless they're old and grouchy. They want to be with the owner.
Right. No, like one of them would just, I'd take out my tandem kayak and he would sit in the front seat and I'd be in the back and paddle us around.
Was
He'd
he
sit
helping?
there. No, he's useless. It's really useless things.
He just says what?
Nothing. Did
you get
I
a
pulled
doggy
back. I pulled
paddle?
back.
Yeah, that.
But yeah, no. So he would want to be in my kayak, though. I mean, even like as I'm
they have
getting in and
shirts.
pulling out there, he'd be sitting there like whining, ready to get into mine. He would not
Makes
want to be
sense.
in his own.
There's no way this doesn't turn into a canine version of Castaway. You're driving your speedboat, a storm comes, the dog gets cut, you like cry for a while. Wilson!
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get back to games.
Yeah, I understand that.
Joey, what's your pick of the week?
Mine are the Universal monster ones. Not Universal, sorry, the Hammer film, whatever monster ones.
See, like, what is Hammer
Yeah,
film?
so
Wait, where are they? I gotta find them now.
Yeah, go through this stuff again. I need to see.
Here it is.
yeah, that's it.
Wait, why did when I clicked that, it should have.
And honestly,
very
it was
close
either
to being
this
my
one
pick.
or it was going to be Last Kingdom, but it's just if the IP was a little bit better, just
Looks
because
so good. This artwork is just
John Declare.
so
But that's
stinking
what
good.
I like. This looks simple, mindless, just fun.
It's very you.
It is.
Very
It
mindless,
is, yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Stupid.
I was gonna dig and dumb and yeah.
Z still thinking, come on, what do you got?
I'm gonna do the point salad and deep
Yeah,
dive with the
that was good
statistic
too.
sheets. Yeah. I
This
think,
was almost my pick
or
of the
Point
week.
City,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I really like this one.
Right, yeah, I haven't played Point Salad, but I think this one, just having that little bit more of that open drafting with the switching of the cards going through it, and then deep dive. I like Push Your Luck, you know, and especially Push Your Luck if you know those stats, and it's not just that blind, like roll a die, you know, but you're actually working the stats as you go. But
You're
keeping
making
it
this
light,
sound so boring.
I'm so excited. This sounds
Mike also picked yours, by the way, for
yeah,
pick
he
of the
did.
week.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Mike
mine
did. Same one.
Thanks,
is
Mike.
the Woodland Worry. Woody.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. What's it
Oh,
called?
really?
Woodland
Woodland
Wizards.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I
this
do
looks
not see what you
cute.
like in this. That's so funny.
Oh,
like
it's
a
so
M. Night
adorable.
Shyamalan
Look at
twist
that kitty
here. I didn't
cat.
think
I'm
you
going to
picked
put him
this.
on a paddleboard. This looks great to me. And again, I am a little worried about the gameplay, but the look and the company, I don't have any
Okay.
concerns with that.
Huh.
So it's always tricky, a little tricky picking something that you're not sure about, you know? But Worm Gold has put out things before. They've supported those things. They've done well with that. And the look of this is bowling me over. So if the game turns out to be even like a decent game, I will be very happy with it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Looks
All right, I
beautiful.
almost picked the Point City, but I'm going to go with Wild Gardens.
Wow.
I really like just how this project looks. Just that
Does
is
look good.
color on the table. You know, I always complain about the tan games. There's definitely tan here, but it's punctuated by
There's a lot of
tons of
color.
color.
But I also think that the game needed that tan because there's so much color in the color thing. I
Busy.
think it's a really
Ooh,
good
is that an
balance.
omelet down there? Go back on.
That is a
That is.
watercress omelet.
I'm going to switch mine over to the omelet one.
Look at that. Raspberry soda,
Good looking.
Mushroom ravioli.
pear
Seriously,
sorbet,
whoever drew
mushroom ravioli.
the food
Yeah.
Now, are there recipes
was
on the back
hungry.
of this?
They went shopping on an empty stomach.
All right.
does
Well,
look
there you go,
good.
folks.
That does look
All
good.
righty. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back with Board Game Smorgasbord. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be doing the top 10 video games of all time. Then on Friday, you know what we have for you? Nothing.
Nada.
But that's because we're prepping for Monday. The Spring Spectacular is starting. What's going to be in the Spring Spectacular, you may wonder? Well, there are marbles. Shoots and Marbles is coming
Yes,
back.
bringing that back.
We're playing a lot of really cool games. Name a
Yes.
game we're playing.
Oh my goodness, we are playing some Maximum Chrome
Thunder
with
Road.
the Thunder Road. That's one of them. And there's
We're
others.
playing Jerusalem, and we're playing. Yeah, there's
We're
a lot
playing
of games.
the
Fractured
new
Sky.
Fractured Sky. We're playing, yes. We're playing the new Santorini.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
the co-op.
Hey-o!
Earth. We're gonna play Earth.
Earth. I've been
Yeah.
there.
We're also announcing the Dice Tower Award nominations for last year. They're going to see. Well, this show's going to be in it. So lots of cool stuff. Brian Drake will be here, joining us. So
Mike.
we finally have a good magician on our show,
Ow.
Mike will be back in office for it.
and Mike DeLisio.
Oh, really?
Yep. We get Mike back for the
Mike's
week.
back.
I'm kidding. I love
Waffle
Mike
bar.
Delisio.
Yeah, there's going to be a waffle
I
bar
love
here at the
him.
studio, too.
I did say that, didn't I?
Wait, we're
did.
getting a waffle bar?
Yeah, we are.
Monday waffle bar.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Installed in the house.
No.
That would
I'm
be
in
awesome.
like Flint.
How many waffle machines
Okay.
do we have? I don't want to wait for my waffles.
There's
if-
like 7 people. You can wait. Be early
with
then.
Brian Drake
Be early
here.
then.
Wait, like you have like
Brian,
one of those machines
Carla,
you pour it in.
Mike.
Yeah.
You own that?
Doesn't everyone have a waffle maker?
No, I don't even own a TV.
Yeah, I
You have a
did.
waffle maker?
You do not have a waffle maker?
No. Wait.
I have a
have a
Lego
TV. What are
waffle
you
maker
talking
that I
about?
got from Kickstarter that makes
Oh my
Lego
gosh.
waffles.
We're thinking
that
of
you
different
can
ones.
stack.
We're thinking of the hotel ones that you flip up.
Yeah,
upside
yeah.
down.
I'm thinking.
They're all waffle makers.
That's the one
Oh.
I have.
That's true.
You have that big one, the cast iron one?
Yeah, it's got like it
That thing
does 2
weighs
at a
like
time.
50
I know.
pounds. What? Okay, I cede to you. You're bringing that. All right. Sorry.
That's why I
We're
was
getting off
asking
topic,
is how many
everybody.
waffles we doing.
We'll see you
excited.
next time. I'm Tom Vessel.
I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Camilla Clark.
I'm hungry now.
Waffles!
I'm going to go watch Knocked Up. Or Down? Knocked Down?